Hi Caliber Leadership Team, thank you for opening this video. This video is all about our meeting on January 7th in the new year to discuss our values. Obviously this meeting is on a Saturday, so we just want to thank you in advance for giving up that weekend time to be together. First of all, the purpose of January. So the purpose of this meeting is twofold. The first is to refine the proposed values that are sent to you in this pre-work document. The second is to define and sort of collaborate and come up with actionable norms to think about how we actually live out these values. So Ron and Jen, I want to provide context for how these values were created. Ron and Jen created these values a lot of based on what we are doing at Caliber and what we live out every single day and what we already believe. So a lot of this is already a part of who we are. Some of these values also really come from where the school was founded and why the school was founded and why this work is so important. We think that these values really reflect that. Some of these things we think that we are really living out every single day, and other aspects we think that there's a lot of room for growth and that we're not living them out every single day. In part, that's because we don't really have the clarity around what we believe and why, and what our non-negotiables are, and what the alignment is across schools. So a lot of this work is to come up with that clarity and to help sort of define that in a really collaborative way. Once we have refined the values and defined our actionable norms based on those values, we really hope that this work will drive our strategy and growth moving forward. So this will influence things like our strategic planning, what we decide to prioritize in all of our decisions, a lot of our hiring, like what kind of people we look for and why, and what roles we hire for and why, as well as just creating a common language that we can all use sort of as a mutual jumping off point for what is Caliber and what makes Caliber Caliber. So in January, we just ask you to come to the session with an open heart and an open mind. This is going to be really, really good discussion about obviously an important topic that we all really care about and that we think is central to our work and our growth moving forward. I'm going to be facilitating that day, so not engaged in the discussion with my own perspective, but really creating a space for you to engage in discussion together collaboratively in a really healthy and hopefully productive and challenging way. And just at the end of that, I think we're really excited to be able to move forward with more clarity and just a more defined shared understanding of what Caliber is and how we want to move forward. So a more logistical thing, in this document, there's pre-work. You'll see that there are a bunch of questions for you to answer that will get your thinking, really prepped for the day. It's really critical that you complete this work. There are sort of two ways that you can complete it. Either make a copy of this document and type your answers into the document, or you can print it and write them by hand. Regardless, whatever way you choose to do this work, it's really important that you bring your pre-work to the session so that we can all have done a lot of that processing before we actually get there, so we can make the most of our time from 10 to 4 on January. Lastly, if you have any questions about any of this or ideas, comments, etc., please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'm happy to, engage and get your ideas before. I'll be spending a lot of time prepping for this, so would love for you to contribute and to kind of know where you stand and what you're thinking before that, if you think that would be important to share. Lastly, happy holidays, and thank you so much again for engaging in this work, and for starting to think about this, and then again for just bringing your A game on January 7th. I'm really, really excited to engage in this with you and just spend that day with you. Awesome. Talk to you soon. Thank you.